Welcome guys. In this video, this is the second in the series getting started with FL Studio. I'll be focusing on the piano roll. In this video, I'll be showing some features of the piano roll, but for this demonstration I've made a simple beat that we're going to use for the demonstration, but I'm just going to play it. So this is it. Yeah, just something simple. So yeah, for the piano roll, I've also loaded the Kontakt library hybrid keys. So I'm going to be using that for the demonstration. Yeah, but before we get started, I think it's best if when you open your piano roll, this is what you see by default. I think it's best if I record some notes just for that first. I'm going to record in this. So I'm switching to pattern mode, turning on the metronome. When I hit my space key, it starts recording. I'm in the key of C minor or E flat major. So I've set my snap to line. I can set it to 1/4 too. So if I press Ctrl Q, so it snaps to grid. What I can do, I can select Ctrl and hold these notes and drag to size them. So let me see, I can drag this one as well. I can drag this. If I select Ctrl and Shift, I can select multiple. Yeah, because I played this with my MIDI keyboard, the velocity is not uniform. So what I can do Alt X. If I do Alt X, drag everything up first so that everything is uniform. Oh, I didn't select these ones. Select everything, Alt X. So yeah, so I have this first. So what I can now do, but the velocity is maximum now, and you don't want that, so you can do Alt X again. Since everything is uniform now, I can select all of them, Ctrl A, then Alt X. Yeah, so to bring everything down a bit, so get to the level I want. I can play and see. It's much quieter and sounds better now. I can still drag it down a bit if I want. Yeah, something like this. So I have this progression. So what I can do Alt S. If I do Alt S, so that I can vary the velocity, so it sounds like a real player. So I do this. I can play. Yeah, one thing I can take a step further. If I bring these notes, if I hit Ctrl and narrow down, it's going to take it 1 octave down. Yeah, so this sounds good to me. So just to listen to it, I can rename this piano. So just to play it with the rest of the beat and see how it sounds. So I have that. So back to our piano roll. If I click here, It's going to open the piano roll, so I can drag it in. So one of the things I would always encourage when doing the piano roll, if you come here, if you come to view, come under helper, I want to make sure I select this node grid highlights. You're going to see the difference. Once I do that, so it highlights the grid, it makes it more visible for me to see. So you can see it highlights the major grid for me, major scale for me. If I come to view again, if I come to one thing you can use, you can do scale highlighting to say you want to play pentatonic scale. If I want to play minor pentatonic, I can select this and select the root notes as well. So you can do that for me just to make things a bit better. But what I'm also going to do is I can come to ghost channels. This is checked already. I'm going to explain why that is important later. But one thing that also helps is if I come to key labels, see that is only root notes, I can select all notes. So I have all the notes selected. So I think it makes it easier for me. So I can see that this is D sharp 4, this is A sharp 3, and like that. So it makes it easier for me. So this other functionality that I talked about, ghost channels, this is where it comes in play. What it does for you is, if let's say I've played this pattern, I've played this progression, and I want to add another instrument like drums, like say bass or log drum. See what this is showing. It's already showing me the notes I play in the other channel. So it can make it easier for me to play any note I want to play here. I can increase the velocity. Yeah, I think this log drum I'm using, the root note is C sharp, so I can bring it one semitone down so that it's C. So I can follow the same thing I have here. Go to the log drum. Because I have that editable, because I have this selected ghost channel, so that's why I'm seeing these ghost notes that are played in the other channels. So I can do this, I can take it one octave. So it just makes it easier for you to do whatever you want to do. So you want to do that. So it makes it more visible. I'm just going to remove these. Yeah, so I have that. One thing I can also do, in case you're just getting started, you're not really familiar with chords and some music theory, there's a thing you can use here. If I come here, it can show me advanced chords. Let's say I want to play major. If I select this major, so if I come here, I want to play D major chord. If I stamp here, so it's going to play. So selected a D major for me. I can drag it, I can resize it. But what I want to do, let's say I want to I want to play an inversion of the chord. I want to move. I can see that everything is moving together. What I can do is, as I select it, if I press Alt G, it's going to ungroup it for me. So I can move the notes individually. So I can do that. The same way, if I come here, I want to play minor ninth, a C minor ninth, I can do that. So it plays that for me. Alt G to ungroup again. So I can drag up or down. I can do that. Say I want other advanced chords too. Say major, say M major 7 at 11, say C M major 7 at 11. It's going to do all of that for me. So you can select various chords you want, sus2, octave. Then I can also select scale. Yes, I want the minor pentatonic. If I select the C minor pentatonic, so these are the notes in the C minor pentatonic. So you can use this as a visual cue if you're just starting, that you don't know what notes belong to the minor pentatonic scale. If I move it here, these are the notes in the D minor pentatonic scale. So you just have these tools at your fingertips. Then one other thing you can use, let's say you're working with drums. Yeah, let me use something like this. If you're working with drums, sometimes you want some type of rolls. What you can do is, I have it selected. If I come here, you can see something. There's something called flam. flam in drums is when you play two notes together. When you take your drumstick and you play two notes just slightly apart. So if I select something like this, so select two notes, so play the two notes together, or I can select slow, something like that. Then one thing you can also do, if I select the notes like this, if I select the note, I can come here. If I do chop, it's going to split the note. Let's say you want to do rows, time multiplication. If I drag this down, it's going to increase the number of divisions. If I drag it up, so this is useful in that if I place something like this is all it plays for me, right? Let me loop this so that it can be easier for us. Loop this. So if I select this, I come here, chop. But most of the functions you use, they have a shortcut. You can use Alt U instead of coming here. So I have this. I'm just going to play it first. Let me use Alt U. Say the effect. So you can use this for your rows as well. It's very important. One thing you can also do, sometimes you're just making a beat, you want the percussion, you can pan percussions in the piano roll. If I select this note, I can pan this note to the left, pan this note to the right. So if you're using a stereo headphones to listen to this, you hear one on the left, one on the right. Yeah, so sometimes you want stuff like that, you can do different things. One of the things you can also do in the piano roll, but this only works with stock plugins. So I'm going to use FL keys for this demonstration. If I open FL keys, open piano roll, if I select this, is first note. I want to slide to A. If I select this, if I double click on this, slide and click OK. So especially for instruments like guitar, you can use something like that for you. So makes your beat sound more natural. So you can use it, but this only works with stock plugins. To do slide notes in third-party plugins, you're going to need some other things. Finally, in this video, I'm going to be discussing this progression I made earlier. There are some things you do, you might have noticed in some music. You hear the progression, the piano, it sounds like it's rising and dropping. It sounds like the sound is reversed. So how you can do that, have that reverse sound effect here. I have this here. I'm just going to copy it to another channel. I have this, copy it to another channel. So I'm going to do that. Let me rename this reverse. Reversed piano. I have that here. Can open it here. So what I can do is I select it. So I can come here, flip. If I flip it, it's going to change it. So make sure it's flip horizontally, then preserve start times. So I'm going to click accept. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to come here, say I want to use it in my beat. What I can do, I can right click on it, then render as audio clip. So I want to leave remainder. You can select cut remainder, but I want to leave remainder. I'm just going just cut remainder for this demonstration. You can start. I have wave selected. I'm not doing any insert effect or master effects. So I'm just going to leave this like this. I bounce to audio. So when I bounce audio, I can drag it here. So what I can now do is I click on the sound, I come here, click reverse. So it's going to reverse the sound. You see the effect. I'm going to solo it so you can hear it alone. So it's basically the same progression but reversed. So I want to align it to the first one. I can do something like this. Yeah, I can do something like that. Sometimes this makes all the difference. It makes your beat sound more interesting. So as opposed to this. Yeah, so that's all for this video. I'm still going to release subsequent videos discussing other features. If you are new, please do well to subscribe, like, and comment. Cheers.